good question. We'll give you some compelling reasons to act, we feel, like negative impacts to the bottom line and positive opportunities impacting the top line. We also have some quick polling questions for you in the middle of the presentation. So get your phones ready to text, all right? After that, we'll talk a little bit about what a resilient enterprise looks like, give you a thumbnail sketch. Next, we'll chat about how does one begin this resilient enterprise journey? And then finally, we'll talk about some next steps. All right, let's begin. First and foremost, what is enterprise resiliency? I'll pass it over to Jim and we'll give you a couple of our definitions.
Thanks, Greg. Yossi Sheffi of MIT, he's one of the most premier authors in building and establishing a resilient enterprise. In addition to this book, The Power of Resilience, released in 2017, he wrote about way back in 2005, if we can all remember back then. And to summarize, it's an embodiment within this book can be summarized by Newt Gingrich, who is not only a politician, but a historian and author. Is perseverance is the hard work you do after you get tired of doing the hard work that you already did. Or as Andy Grove simply said, the Intel CEO said, only the paranoid survive. Therefore, paranoia and some perseverance can help drive the dialogue to build the resilient enterprise. If we look at Yossi Sheffi's quote there on the slide, you know, it may take just maybe worth just taking a few minutes to read it because it's pretty impactful. You know, a company that can detect, prevent, or respond to natural, accidental, and intentional disruptions can make the most out of its winning products by ensuring continuity of supply. Resilience is more than just the ability to bounce back. The activities that create resilience also improve collaboration, coordination, and communication in both directions of the supply chain, making it a strategy for bounding forward to a future rich with possibilities. So in other words, we need to anticipate that events will unfold differently than we plan from our own optimal perspective. Only those who are ready for a change and survive the accidental and intentional disruptions. Like contingency planning is a priority when an incident is occurring, like what we're in right now, it's not enough. The strongest companies are already proactively reacting to potential new disruptions and take their unfair market share when the market stability returns before their competitors. Greg?
Yeah, we have a point of view as well at the consortium. We, Dr. Trent and I, published our book on supply chain risk management and emerging discipline early in 2015, and it's doing pretty well in the last 5 years on Amazon. But we really like this definition in the middle of the slide. It goes, a resilient enterprise has the capacity to overcome disruptions and continually transform itself to do what? To meet the changing needs and expectations of its customers, shareholders, and other stakeholders. This comes from the Supply Chain Council under the SCORE framework back in 2011. We like this definition. It's short, it's sweet, and it's pretty compelling, and it is a tall order for companies. If you don't remember, SCORE, the framework, is now owned by ASCM. ASCM is former Apex, all right? So that's our point of view of what a resilient enterprise looks like. I'll turn it back to Jim.